Hi, this is David Comfort from Democracy Action Network. In a striking twist of political theater, the Republican Party has branded the upcoming No King's Day protests as a breeding ground for terrorism, linking peaceful dissent to a so-called terrorist wing of the Democratic Party. This narrative is not just hyperbole. It's a calculated strategy designed to distract from their own failures, particularly the ongoing federal government shutdown that has left millions in uncertainty. History teaches us that the manipulation of language can wield immense power. Take the Red Scare of the 1950s, when dissenters were labeled as communists, effectively silencing opposition and consolidating control. Today, as Speaker of the House Mike Johnson and others invoke terms like Hate America Rally and domestic extremist organization, they are tapping into a similar playbook, aiming to delegitimize voices of dissent by framing them as threats to national security. The irony is palpable. Antifa, often portrayed as a shadowy organization, is in reality an ideology, an anti-fascist movement that stands against authoritarianism. Yet the GOP has twisted this concept into a catch-all for any leftist sentiment. White House Deputy Chief of Staff Stephen Miller's claim of a large and growing movement of left-wing terrorism is a stark exaggeration, echoing fears that have historically been used to justify oppressive measures against marginalized groups. The political landscape is further muddied by baseless assertions that the protests are funded by notorious billionaire George Soros, a favorite scapegoat for conspiracy theories. Senator Roger Marshall's suggestion that these events necessitate the National Guard's presence underscores the absurdity of equating peaceful assembly with violence. It's a blatant attempt to instill fear and justify a heavy-handed response to free expression. As the dialogue escalates, it's crucial to recognize the deeper pattern at play: the systematic demonization of dissent as a tool for maintaining power. The GOP's strategy is not merely about winning a political argument, it's about reshaping the narrative around what constitutes acceptable political discourse. By labeling opponents as terrorists, they seek to normalize a culture of fear that stifles legitimate protest and dissent. The takeaway here is clear. When political rhetoric veers into the territory of fear-mongering, it becomes imperative for citizens to stand firm in their right to protest. The true threat lies not in the voices of dissent, but in the erosion of our democratic principles. As we approach No King's Day, let us not be swayed by the rhetoric of terror, but instead embrace the power of our collective voice in the face of authoritarianism. Please like this video and subscribe to our channel. It would help out a lot. Peace.